Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. It's this wall hanging. Well, this is actually one piece of a wall hanging that I'm making to hang tomorrow night on Halloween. Here's what you need to gather together to make this wall hanging. You're going to need your Big Shot, of course. You're going to need your 2 standard cutting plates. I used the Serif Essentials alphabet, and I used my top note die. I also used the 2.5 inch circle punch. This punch is in the Holiday Mini catalog. There have been some issues with it, and so you can't order it right now, but I did hear from Stampin' Up! This past week that they have almost fixed the problems, and so this punch will be available again very soon, which is great news. I used my Spooky Night rub-ons. I used the Raven lace trim. And then for cardstock, I used a variety. What I'm going to show you today is to make the O. This wall hanging is going to say boo, so here's the B, and I'm going to use these colors to make the O. And then if you go to my blog after the video is done, you'll see the whole entire wall hanging. But for the O, I'm going to use Basic Black, Rich Razzleberry, and Wicked Fun Specialty Designer Series paper. I also used my bat punch, and I used the spider web embossing folder. For adhesive, I used Stampin' Dimensionals and my snail adhesive. And I think that's all that I used. So I'm going to clear off my spot and I will show you how to make the O in the wall hanging. Back in a moment. All right, I'm back. The first thing I'm going to do is cut out the base of my wall hanging for the letter O, and that's using the Basic Black and the top note die. So I've got the sandwich set up, the bottom standard cutting plate, the top note die, my Basic Black cardstock, the top standard cutting plate, and then you want to run it through the Big Shot. And that will cut out the top note. Okay, so I've got that done. Now what I want to do is I want to use the same sandwich, bottom standard cutting plate. This time I'm going to use the Serif Essentials MNOP. I want the O. And I have some scrap Rich Razzleberry cardstock. And I'll put that over top. This is scrap, so it's not going to cut out all 4 letters, but I really just want the O. Run that through. So I'm going to focus on the O. Oops. All right, so I've got my B, and then to do the O, I have some scrap Wicked Fun Specialty Designer Series paper. And I'm going to put some of that on. Like that. And then I am going to bring in my Basic Black and my 2.5 inch circle punch. I'm going to punch out a circle. And before I adhere the circle to the top note, I have cut this little skull out of the Spooky Night rub-ons, and I'm going to apply that in the center of the circle. A bone folder is great for rubbing these rub-ons on, or you could use the little popsicle stick. So you just use a lot of pressure, push your bone folder away, or just do gentle back and forth motion, because you don't want to lift the rub-on off or move the paper. And there we go, we've got the skull. And then what I'm going to do is adhere this down. And then I'm going to add the O, but I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals to lift it off. Put one on this side and one on the other side, like so. And I'll put that in the center like that. So I've got the O. Then if I wanted to, I could bring in some black scrap. I have a bat on my B, so it might be nice to have a bat on my O as well. So I'm going to take another Stampin' Dimensional, put it in the center of the bat, fold his wings up, maybe I'll put it like that. So there's the O. So I have my B and I have my O. And if you want to see the other O to complete the wall hanging, please visit my blog. I'm Terry. I'm Nuts About Stamping. See you next time. Bye for now.